Okay, Louver was unable to go. Brandon gets a call.
An injury?
Yeah, I guess in practice we thought it was nothing. You know, I mean, lots of guys get tweaks and that. We didn't think it was nothing. We looked and tried taking care of it yesterday, and then when he got on the ice, he couldn't go. So Brandon will play today.
Mike, there was lots of speculation leading up to the trade deadline about Parenteau being moved. He
Yeah.
obviously wasn't. What does he do down the stretch to ensure that he gets a contract either in Toronto next season or with another team?
I think it's a good question. I mean, he's done a lot of really good things here. He scored for us. He's played hard for us. He's back checked for us, worked for us. Now he's got to do the same thing. And one thing I know about the league is real fair that way. You do good things. Everyone's looking for players. And just because you don't have a contract at the end of the season doesn't mean you're not going to have one. We're all going to be scouring everybody else's players, and we're going to say, which guy can be the next Matt Hunwick? Which guy can be the next? That's what you're looking for. And this guy has played real hard. So what I would do if I was him, I'd continue to play hard. And when you play hard, they notice, and when you don't play hard, they notice.
Do you allow yourself, with all the healthy players you have now, with the promise they show, and the injured players you know you're getting back, do you allow yourself in your mind to play with what line combinations you have going forward?
Like next year?
Yeah.
Well, sure, but I mean, there's too many. You could ask me this question. I have no idea how to tell you what the lineup's going to look like. But I know some guys are doing their best to try to be in the lineup right now. But because of the off season and because we expect changes and we have kids and then free agency, I couldn't tell you. So, I mean, do I look at it? Yes. Do I have it laid out pretty clearly? Absolutely. But do I really know? No.
So with that,
How much of Michigan did you see in the last couple of years?
How much of Michigan? Well, Larkin, I watched Larkin play, so I mean, Hyman was on his line, so I watched them lots.
And you thought what watching him?
I thought he should be a Red Wing.
You still think that?
Mike, what's the biggest challenge for a young center coming into the NHL, playing that position?
Generating offense without cheating. And so how do you play well defensively so that you have the puck? The problem with this league is if you turn it over or don't play well defensively, they spend your whole shift in your zone and you change. And the minuses add up. So that's the hardest part about it. But you learn over time, and if you can look at a lot of the best players in the league that are really good players, a lot of them are centers that started as wingers or had a tough time initially, especially on the plus-minus side of things. So it's just being a work in progress. And, we're getting Willie as many reps as we can, and we're putting him out there, and he's got to find his way.
Sorry, I was going to say, is Tavares a good example for him tonight? Is somebody who does it right?
Well, Tavares, it's like comparing someone to Lidstrom or Stamkos. Like, let's not get carried away. Nylander's Nylander, and, over time, he'll decide how much you guys talk about him or don't.
Not Jake and Morgan, but the other guys. Is this last section of the season an addition for next year? Is it a training camp of sorts? How do you see it?
Well, every day is an addition for all of us. Let's not kid ourselves. Most of us, unless we're really, really, really good at our job, we're on a tryout every day. That's the National Hockey League for probably 400 of the players, basically, or 300 anyway. The rest, they're lucky. They don't have to think about hockey. They go home and do whatever they want. They're coming back. They're that good. The rest of us are grinding, though.
You're not getting at those. There's a lot of spots.
I know what yeah. I know what you're getting at, but I don't got no answer for you because I don't know what's available. So the best players get to play. That's what I do know.
It sounds like there's a lot of talk here about what's going to happen next year, but there still are games this season to play. What do you do as a coach to
That's
balance?
a great point by you. We are playing tonight. No, we're playing the Islanders. We expect to win. We watched them last night. They were in Brooklyn. I imagine they got in late. I hope they got in really late. They played a good game last night. I thought they were really good. Defensively, offensively, on the power play, on the penalty kill, I thought they were good. I saw their game against New York. I thought they were good. They're a good team. They have good depth. They're going to be a challenge for us. That's great. Let's play hard. And then when the game's on the line in the third period, let's win the game.
And with your team, what are you trying to see over the next month and a half?
I'm trying to win as many games as I can. I'm doing the same thing as the guy who's trying to win the league, except he might be in a different situation, but we're trying to win each and every day. We're trying to build our team, and we're trying to build our product and the way we play. And so my mindset, is it different? Yes, it's more different in the off days than it is on game day. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. But on the off days, you can think about big term picture and all that. On game days, let's win a game.
Have you seen any evidence from the guys of a sag with just the way the losing is?
No, like I talk more about this when I come see you guys than any other time. You know, and so I don't listen to your reports afterwards, so I don't have to hear it again. I guarantee you they do. So they get more of it than I do. I think we've played very well here of late. I didn't like that we gave away the game. I thought we gave the game away last game. I think we've played real well and we've played real hard, and I expect us to do the same. But I also expect us to find a way to win the game and manage the clock and not turn the puck over and do good things the whole time. And when you don't score as much, you got to play better without it.
Has the infusion of the young guys been good for you personally? Just that, you know, it's hard to lose all the time or lose as often as you have when you're used to winning. And you get some optimism maybe from.
I haven't thought like that. I get optimism when I watch the Marlies play. I get optimism when I see our choice. I got optimism because I know what's going on. And saying all that, I knew what I was getting into. That doesn't mean you know what it's like to lose. Like, losing's hard. It's way harder than winning. And saying that, though, is here's a new day today. Let's do something about it.